What's up, guys? Welcome to Ruds Racing. I have to do this video because a lot of you have been asking a ton of questions about the Kswap S10, and I'm going to try and just film this quick video to tell you what you need to do on top of what we offer as a package. So kind of just going to get into what I did, what I think would work, what chassis it's going to actually fit, and all that stuff. So let's just get into it. I'll show you a little bit of the whole truck, and we'll go from there. All right, so the first thing is my chassis is a 2000. 94 to 01 or 02 or something like that is all the same body style, just obviously the grill and random shit is different, but the mounts and the motor and everything I did is built off of that generation. I think it would fit in the first gen just based off of what other swap kits for LS's, they use the same, but I can't sell a product that I can't guarantee the fitment. So until someone brings me, you know, a first gen square body to test, I can't guarantee it's gonna fit. I wish I had one. I can't just justify going and buying one to test our brackets. But that being said, if anyone has one, a couple of you have been talking to me about bringing it, but it just hasn't happened yet. I would like for it to happen, trust me. I think that generation is cool as hell too. This is just, the reason I built this one is this is my first vehicle, so more of like a down memory lane type shit. So anyways, let's get into it. First things first, the motor mounts. We make brackets, and we also have the actual mount itself. This is a 70A durometer polyurethane bushing I've raced on for 2 years with 0 issues. We then make adapter brackets to go from that to the motor, so that it all works as just one whole kit. It's all made out of mild steel for the mount brackets. I powder coat them or paint them, just depends on what you want. So these mounts, they screw directly into the chassis and then bolt directly to the motor. That being said, I'm also using a BMW transmission. So a lot of you have been asking if the stock transmission will work. Well, I don't have an adapter plate to tell you, but the clearance seems, you know, where my trans is, you can kind of use that as an example. You know, the whole 4 or 5 inches from the firewall. I tried to make it as close to where I thought the factory one would sit. But also the main reason I put it where it is because I use the factory Honda oil pan with no modifications but the drain plug location. So I wanted to keep it super easy for you guys. If you decided to buy our mounts, to just plop in a K24. The mounts will not work on a K20 because the bracket holes are different on a K20. The K20s are more expensive, so I didn't see the need to make 2 versions. I can make it for K20 if you just leave in the comments saying, hey, I have a K20, I need to make it work, and we can figure it out. So that gives you the mounts. The transmission, I also offer that bracket. You have to weld it, and I doubt you can see in this video, but I do have another video on the mounts themselves that shows you the transmission piece, that the 2 pieces have to be welded. It's very easy. It bolts on, you just have to weld it to your factory cross brace. So that's that part of it. So basically that gets you the motor in the car. The transmission I used is ZF 5-speed from BMW. They make the adapter plate. We have it available on our website. We use the one from K-Power Industries along with their intake manifold, but I can supply that for you if needed, if you decide to do exactly what I did. So that, let's just say the motor's in the car, you're gonna need a header. I do not make a header. This one I made just for testing, and I didn't really like it. I broke it a few times. As you can see, I had to end up MIG welding it at the track, which was not great. I had the exhaust solid mounted, so I put a lot of stress on the header when it flexed. I didn't really think of that too well, but anyways, you're gonna have to make your own header. You could try and modify an S2000 one. I didn't think it fit very well, so I just made my own. It's not crazy hard to do if you have any basic skills, but otherwise a lot of people, I have a feeling, are going to turbo these, which yes, a turbo manifold will work. For K-Series, you get a top mount the turbo up in there, and then yada yada. But if you are going to stay all motor, you're going to have to make your own header. Next, as far as the random things you need to do, obviously I had to figure out the coolant hoses. I used a Volkswagen Scirocco radiator that mounts in there. I got one from Mishimoto because I want a nice one. The lower radiator hose is off of a TSX 04 to 08 TSX. The upper radiator hose is from a 2000 Civic Si B16, which I then added the fill cap and bleeder, and then just added a straight piece as well. You can kind of do that, however, that's pretty simple to figure out. Fuel system, obviously you have to make your own. I use all Fuel Lab components. I can make you exactly what I have if you have a fuel cell like me. If not, it's pretty straightforward. Just as if you're doing any swap, you have to make that work. The factory steering shaft would fit. I chose to do a race shaft because of my situation. This is just a race truck. That don't really matter, and that's pretty much it. Power steering, I decided to use electric. We sell this kit. It's an all-in-one unit. Basically, you got your fluid and your electric pump all in one. We sell the lines, we sell that, so it's a plug-and-play kit. If you want power steering, going into the truck, you can see the shifter. We went ahead and got the Condor base plate, and it's nice. I like it. It feels smooth. The rest of the truck is gutted, but you can see the Haltech system and the dash and the tilt and pedal box. So pretty much all race car in here. I'm sure a lot of you won't actually be racing yours. You're probably gonna more use it for fun on the street and stuff. So that stuff's not as important to you, but anything on here, we pretty much offer besides the header. So the engine harness, this is V1. It's not what the production one is like. This was so that we could proof of concept, and we designed it on here. It's not wrapped super nice. It's just in like the felt BMW tape. Our production ones, you can see on the website, are way nicer, but this is just a proof of concept. It's a plug and play option. You just plug in our rear wheel drive swap harness to the Haltech. We give you a base map, you load it up, the truck runs, you're good to go. And that's pretty much it as far as what you need to do to actually get the swap. We offer the mounts, we offer the engine harness, we offer the ECU, we offer a base map program, we offer the trans mount, we can get you the intake manifold, we can get you the adapter plate, I can get you the clutch. I can tell you pretty much anything you need to do to make exactly what I have or better. If you want to turbo it or whatever. The Class I race is power to weight. You can't obviously could do turbo, but it doesn't really make sense for me right now. But yeah, I'm just, other than that, hopefully you guys I answered all your questions, because you guys ask over and over the same things, and I'm sure a lot of you are interested. You just don't get to see it often, so just kind of wanted to make this short little video to kind of show you all you could do to just make it happen. So I'll also go over a few extra things if anyone cares about the truck itself. That hasn't seen our prior videos, we run, this is factory front end. There's nothing custom up here except for, obviously I bought the QA1 control arms, the coilover, all that shit. So it's got QA1 front and rear, just as far as suspension goes. Pretty standard issue, all the stuff you guys can buy off the shelf as well. I converted to a Corvette C4 rear end with some C3 parts as well, so that it's independent rear. I don't recommend it. Just keep your guys' stuff solid axle, because we had to go through a lot of shit to make it work, and I'm not quite sure that it was actually worth it, but someone had to test it, and that was me. I'm still testing it, so it's still in development, but just leave your rear end stock, get your drive shaft modified. My local drive shaft place costed me $300 to have the drive shaft custom to fit the difference with the trans, so it's pretty cheap. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you have any questions, obviously you can hit us up at roadsracing.com, shoot me an email, call us at the shop. I'll help you as much as I can. But I just wanted to kind of go over what you would actually need to get the swap done. So here it is. So remember, our motor mounts, our plug and play ECU system with harness, and then you need a K24A out of 04 to 08 TSX. That's probably the best one in my opinion. You can get them at the JDM engine place for around $1,000 for most of them. And then yeah, you can get the K power adapter plate with you need the E46 clutch and BMW ZF 5-speed trans, and that's pretty much it. And the rest of the stuff is basic swap stuff. So hopefully this video helps you guys out, because I really wish more people would do the swap, because it's amazing, it's cool. Everywhere you go, people are like, whoa. So hopefully, you know, more of you guys go. We sell quite a bit of our motor mounts, and I know they're coming out there, just no one else has completed it yet, but I hope to see more out there.